Tiling, roofing, plastering, windows, there are no more wooden ones. We have been able to recalibrate that and rehabilitate. Of the 61 day schools in Kiharu, we have around 15,000 learners, 15,000 students in our day schools. This time we came up with a program called Kiharu Masomo Bora. And most of it, when you see us as leaders, most of the decisions we make are also based on our history. Especially based on the fact that the majority of us had a lot of hardship going to school. Then in my second term, we decided to do something about it. And therefore, out of the 15,000 learners, we started a program called Kiharu Masomo Bora. And Kiharu Masomo Bora takes care of the school fees. The only fee the parent pays in any Kiharu day school is only 1,000 per term. Just 1,000. The other monies, instead of giving bursaries, we have been able to remake it into a new model, where instead of giving bursaries, we instead subsidize school fees. And in that 1,000, students eat in school from Monday to Saturday. And we also changed the menu, because you know, at that age, menu is also as critical as books. And therefore we changed, most of where I come from, Gederi staple. So they eat Gederi 3 days, rice 3 days, but then the last Friday of the month, they also eat chapati over lunchtime. All these things are not vanity. It is just to make education the primary decision-making lever that we have in Kiharu. And we also capacitate our schools in terms of books, revision books, especially day schools, and we target them because majority of the people in day schools would have been in other schools, but they are there because of circumstance, not choice. Lastly, around a few years ago, I went to London. And then I went to Cape Town, I think 2 or so years ago. As I was walking in Cape Town, I saw a very beautiful institution. Actually, it was almost the same colors as this hotel. And then I came closer. I went closer to the gate, only to learn that it was a municipal school, a Kajo school in Cape Town, Campe. I took photos. When I came back home, I called our team in the office, and I told them, we have to do something about our schools. Not at the level that we have seen in Kenya, but even London and South Africa. And we started that landscape around 30 schools. We are having another 25 this holiday. And even this holiday again, through CDA about these things, we are also having another 65 projects ongoing in Kiharu, either in security or in education. And you know, sometimes we cherry pick. I would request, and I'm happy majority of the MP's colleagues have been Kiharu. The photos you see on social media are real. Last time I was meeting, maybe those we share social media platforms. I went to Kiharu on Monday last week. I was meeting the teams that will be implementing the projects we are doing in December. The head teachers were telling me, like a school called Mudigiri Primary, that people are having weddings, they are going for photo shooting in our primary schools. And for me, that is very important. And for me, the pinnacle of leadership is not about the cars we drive, it is about the decisions we make to impact society now and in the future. And there is no other better route than education. And that is why it is very primary in the decisions that we make. Otherwise, even to all my colleagues, congratulations. I wish you all the best as you lead our economy, the business people, as you lead our policy, the leaders, and I wish all Kenyans and those who are here a Merry Christmas. Asanteni sana.
Let me first thank all of you for joining us today to mark this historic occasion, 60 years of Kenya's diplomatic journey. Your presence here today is testament to your appreciation of the role of diplomacy in shaping our nation's destiny and our daily lives. Looking back into our diplomatic history, we see a journey marked by resilience, foresight, and unity of purpose. Since independence, Kenya has pursued a pragmatic foreign policy characterized by a blend of continuity and strategic adaptation. With successive leadership demonstrating diplomatic wisdom by carefully balancing our national interests with prevailing geopolitical realities and our responsibilities as a member of the international community. Reflecting on our diplomatic journey, from the humble beginnings in 1963, when Kenya had only 6 missions abroad, today we have 70 missions worldwide, a significant expansion that reflects our growing influence and the strategic importance of international engagements. Similarly, we have achieved tremendous milestones since the time we served as a logistical hub during World War II to today becoming a core state in the region. Correspondingly, Nairobi also serves as the regional media hub and is home to many international media outlets. This robust media presence is a reflection of Kenya's promotion of freedom of the press and growing partnerships with the media in our country's foreign policy agenda. This is interesting for you because sometimes you are criticized that as Kenya, why did we allow people to speak about issues while in Kenya? Our Constitution guarantees freedom of expression. In fact, perhaps the biggest recipient of criticism from the media is actually Kenya itself. The president is always receiving a fair share of the pounding from the media, but one thing is clear: we have to protect the freedom of the media as part of our foreign policy. Kenya has maintained its impeccable record in humanitarian support, including refugee welfare, peace, and security initiatives regionally and globally. Indeed, Kenya's commitment to strengthen this leadership role is demonstrated by its candidature for the African Union Commission chairperson. Kenya has fronted one of its sons, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, as the country's candidate. We thank the Honorable Raila for graciously, and I think he'll be here in a short while, joining us in this historic celebration of our 60 years diplomatic journey. As the African Union candidates' public debate, dubbed Mujadala Africaneers, having been scheduled for 13th December 2024 at the AU headquarters, we wish the Honorable Raila the very best. We have no doubt that his Pan-African credentials and leadership experience will immensely contribute to the continent's shared prosperity and champion the causes of peace, unity, and development across Africa and beyond.
Your Excellency, the first document that you will be launching this morning is a document known as the 2024 Revised Foreign Policy of the Republic of Kenya. You will also, Your Excellency, be launching our strategic plan, our protocol manual, and our ICT policy document. Allow me, Your Excellency, to say a few things with regard to the 2024 policy document. Your Excellency, the 2024 policy document replaces the 2014 document. I call this new policy our own Twiga diplomacy, a foresighted, adaptive, agile, and dignifying foreign policy. For 5 reasons. Number 1, this policy centers citizens and the diaspora as both owners and drivers of the policy, identifying their agency, innovation, and participation as integral to the realization of our foreign policy objectives. Number 2, it reinforces regionalism by seeking to rationalize our national interests with regional integration within the context of a ruptured multilateral order. Collective action under this policy will be regionally cultivated and constructed and pursued. And the centrality of the African Union, the African Continental Free Trade Area, regional economic communities in the search of our economic self-determination and self-dependency will be our focus. Number 3, this policy catapults climate action as an urgent imperative and an antidote to the present and real existential threats posed by climate change by holding Kenya as a credible exemplar of the possibility of achieving economic development that is powered by green energy. Number 4, this policy practicalizes peaceful and mutual coexistence beyond doctrine by seeking enhanced capability for proactive mediation and proposing the mobilization of local and regional mechanisms as vanguards for peace, diplomacy, and engagement. And number 5, this policy balances our commitment and advocacy for fair and inclusive multilateralism with the appreciation of emergent plurilateral arrangements that nudge Kenya in the direction of adaptable and pragmatic coalitions and equitable partnerships to address collective action challenges in the face of a fragmented and stalemated global governance institutions.